Very good afternoon, everyone. Is that audible? Is that audible? Please, anyone confirm that if you are audible? Yeah, thank you. So we'll continue our session. Thank you, thank you. Last class, just I have discussed with you about the few concepts. That is an formulas, advanced filter, grouping, ungrouping, and subtotal. And also have explained about the sparklines, link, text box, header and footer, word art, signature line, and objective. This class, I'm going to be explain about the views and reviews. So if I explain the views and reviews, the two other concepts, okay. So view and review, if I explain, the basic Excel will be completed. So from the next class, at the remaining 5 classes, I'm going to be discuss about the advanced Excel. Okay. So after this today class, I just give you the again that consolidation we got stuck in the last class. So just revise it and I'll just complete that doubt. And I'll go by the previous class what I have did advanced filter and links other things I'll just explain and I'll go by the views and reviews. In view we have a proofing, then text proofing we have, and accessibility insight and language command protections. We have in a view we have a workbook view, show, zoom, and window macros. So okay, so these are things we'll complete today, and we'll check with other things we have left. It is an by the that. Please mute once you have login. Okay, so we'll go by the file. We'll check one by one. Whichever we have left, I'll just some of the few things I didn't did till right now. For example, 3D mapping, I didn't touch it. In a data tab, I didn't explain this get add-ins. Sorry, this external data. So these are things I have left. We'll do this by in advanced concept. Okay, so we'll just check by the one by one after it will wind the class at 2:30. We'll just check the concept whichever we have left, and we'll discuss about those things. In data tab also have skip a few concepts and get for transform and connections and relationship. I didn't explain those things. And also if I went with the insert tab, I just explain about the one single data insert tab. If you have in a pivot table, so you have a double data. If you want to be merge the two table into the one pivot table, how we can see that, we'll see by in a pivot table in advanced concepts. Okay, the advanced classes will be start by the next sessions. Okay, next session is on by Wednesday. The advanced concepts will be started. Just share your friends that advanced concepts will be started. It's not a normal Excel, it's Excel only, but we are going to be discuss about the very depth concept in Excel and the formulas we have and depth formulas of Excel we are going to be discussed. Okay. So now let me come as last class what we have struck and whatever we have discussed. We'll just revise for 15 minutes and we'll go by the next session, next class. Okay. So just I'll go by the consolidation. In that consolidation, I have a data. So last class, when I'm going to be explain about the static calculations of consolidation, I just got structured. Means I have got result in only the total column, total value I have got it. In case of if I want all the data in a one sheet, if I want to get, it's not possible. Why? Because see in a January sheet, I have assigned the total, that then value of salary I have given. See, now all the sheet in a Feb, March, all the data which has been given heading is in salary. So once I have given a salary as an all unique value, it cannot be extended. Okay, if you want to be extended, your value means your heading should be changed. For example, I'll just show you. See here. So I'm going to be add this data by the data tab. I'll go with the consolidation. I'll select the reference. That is a reference of Jan. And I'll click on add. I'll just go by the next Feb. Just select this employee name and salary. I'm just going to be add. If I go with the March, so I'll just going to be add. I want in a static value. I'll just remove the area which has got it. I'll just select the use label and top column should be activated. I'll just click on OK. I'll get the salary of total. It is in Jan, Feb, March. If I want the individual salary on the screen, if I want to change, if I want again, I want to change the February, March, and February date of what I have given the header. It is in salary of month 1. I'll just add over there salary of month Jan. I'll add in a Feb, salary of month Feb. Just go by add salary of month March, salary of March. Okay, so this data what I have aligned, I should get in a one single sheet. So what I have different sheet data, if I want to get in a one sheet, whether if you want to get the total, you can go with this method, or you want to be get all the sheet data into the one, you can go by the same path, that is in consolidation. Just a second. I'll just go by the consolidation in the data tab. I'll get a consolidation, click on a consolidation, get a reference. I'll just click on this reference. I just add already have a data. I'll just remove it, all the things. I'll go by the Jan. I'll just click on a reference. I'll just go by the Jan. I'll select the January salary. I'll just go by the add. Next, I'll just select the February month of salary. I'm going to be add. And I'm going to be select the next. There is a March sheet of data. That is from the employee name. I'm going to be add it. Okay, I want in a static sheet. I'll just cursor over here. I'll just remove the path. And I'll just click on a add. Just I'm going to be click on top and left column. Both should be there. Can you see? Salary of the month Feb, salary of the Jan, and salary of the March you will get. Means if you want to be total all together, you can go by this method. Or if you want to be separated everything in your one single sheet, you can go by this method. Okay. But what should be there? The data should be changed. Means the heading should be changed. Okay. So is that clear? Is that clear? You can practice with it. So what I have got in a different sheet data, if you want to be merged in one single sheet, you can go by this format. Okay. So the last class we just structured with this. I just got little bit struck. So just given clarity to you, you can go with it. Okay. And also I just explained in the last class in the insert tab I given the spark lines. There is in spark lines we have a 3 kind. Even though we have a chart, in a chart we have a column chart, line chart. And this chart will be explained briefly in next 5 sessions. Okay. So in any one of the session, I'll just explain the brief. That is an speedometer chart, other kind of charts we have. I'll just explain it later towards. But see here, rather than if I click on any chart, if I click on a line chart or any chart, I just get by the off of my sheet. So I should not get like this. I should get the chart in a single cell. Then you can go by the insert under the spark lines. Single cell chart is called as a spark line. Select the line chart, select the source of date, that is an Kartik data, and click on OK. Okay. So once you have selected, the data will be displayed. And if you want to highlight it, you can go by the marks. Okay. Just how to activate the mark, just I have explained in last class, you can go with it. Okay. Then I just cursor over here. I just go by the insert. I just select the column chart. In a column chart, I'll just select the data of range. I'll just select the Satish data. Just click on OK. Okay. I just get a spark line. That is chart. Okay. Then. And I have explained about the link. You can give a link about any sheet, or you can give a other workbook, other document, other application links can be given. Just click on a link. Which one you want? I want the consolidation sheet. Sorry, consolidation same sheet. I just want the presentation sheet over here. Just select it. If I click on OK, I'll just get the presentation. You click on that presentation, that PPT block will be open. Okay, if I don't want, I'll just minimize it. Next, I'll cursor over here. If I want to get the images or any video link, I can present it. Just you can use the shortcut key Control plus, or you can go by the insert. You can click on a link. Link shortcut key Control K. Okay. So I just wanted to give a link of any images. I'll just go by the folder. I'll go by the any pictures. Okay, pictures I don't have present now. You can click, you can give a picture link, but in my PC I don't have any pictures, so I could not be presented. Either if you have a video, is that? Please mute once you have login. If I have any music, any audio, you can give a link. Okay, I'm just going to be select some video. I'm just going to be click on insert. No, here I don't have any document. So here I have some kind of a word. There is an answer. We don't want this. I just select the DOS assignment. I'll just click on OK. So I'll get the path. If I don't want that lengthy part, that I can write only assignment on the screen. Okay, assignment. Can click on OK. You can see that what I have given a link name, which means I didn't get the address, full address. What I have saved my data of the path. You can see that it's going to show the data, staff, faculty, that is DB. Under the download, the data is there. So if I click on this assignment, I'll just get my data normally. Okay. Like this, you can give any other document, pictures, audios, videos can be given as a link format. Okay. Then you have a text box. If you want to write any text, if you want to explain any through paragraph wise, you can insert the text box. Okay. And you have an in a text box, we'll be having a header footer. I just show you last slide that if you want to give a heading name or date or any name, author name, or if you want to present any and footer, you can present any kind of date or page number or signature line. If you want to be present, you can present it. Where you'll get in a print level view, page level view, you'll get it. Okay, I mean normal view right now. So go by the insert where you'll get that header footer in a insert tab. In a text you'll get next word or whatever I'm going to be write any text. If I want to present it with the effectively, you can go by this method. Computer, I can write. Once I have selected this word dot, you'll get the same format tab. You can change your fill in, you can change your fill out, and you can change the text part. That is, a text art can be changed under the 3D format or transform, whatever you want to be, you can change it. Where you can get in a text box, in a word dot, you'll get signature line, and official kind of signature. If you want to be right, you can go by this. So signature line, always you have to write the name and which branch or which title it will ask, what is signature of the title, it will ask the which is in department is working. For example, Divya is in faculty, you can write faculty. Okay, you click on OK, you'll get the signature line. Next, you have an object. From Excel screen, you can work Word, you can work PPT, you can work even the image. That is an paint, you can be work. For example, see here I have a paint. It is a bitmap image. Click on OK. Not only the bitmap, you can select the Photoshop, Adobe group, you can be selected. You can work PPT, you have Excel, other things you have, you can be selected. For example, I'm going to be show the bitmap. I'm going to be insert the, so what I'm going to be write in this PPT, I'll get the data at the back towards. You can see, I'll just minimize this. See, I'm going to be fill some shapes. Okay, it went. I'll just open the new sheet. I'll just show you. I'm going to be insert text objects. In this object, I want a bitmap. Just see, whatever I'm going to be edit the data, I can present in my Excel sheet. Just I'm going to be write some tree. See, whatever I'm going to be write, I'll get over in a Excel. I'm going to be select the brush. I'm going to be select the color. I'm going to be assign a thickness. Whatever I'm going to be right now, I can present in the backside of your Excel. Okay. Just write towards. I'm going to close. If I close that Excel, if I close that paint also, that same that what I have used with the paint screen, I can preview over here. If you double tap on this paint area, if I double tap on this paint area, same that uh, paint, that is an MS Paint will be open. The application will be open. You can alter again. Okay, there is an object. You can work not only PPT, you can work Access, you can work Word. There is an PPT can be work, Word can be your work, and Photoshop you can be work. There is a text box object. Next you have a symbols. I just show you. You will be having the equations. Whatever the things you want, you can be inserted and you can be change that. Under that, once you have inserted the equations, you will get a design tab. You can be insert squares, radio, and border brackets can be inserted. Okay. So if you don't want, you can come out. Once you have come out, the format tab will be closed. In a symbols, you'll be having a different kind of symbols like an percentage, whichever it can't be inserted in a using of keyboard, that can be extracted through this. Okay. In a symbol, you can, if you know the coding, that Husky American Standard Code for information interchange, that can be inserted. If you don't know, you can go by the symbol. You can be inserted this method. So I want this some symbol. I can be inserted. Once I click on over there, can you see that backside? Okay. Inside, in case of you want any fractions, you can select fractions. Here you have a 1/3. You can be inserted the fractions. That particular cell, the data can be inserted. And also I just explain about the grouping. Group and total and subtotal, I just explained the last class. I'll just show you. Text function, not this one. Advanced filter. In advanced filter, if I want to get any data which related to, if I click on a filter, the data will be hidden. According to my criteria, if I want to display any data, you can go by the advanced filter. So first of all, if you're going to be display any advanced filter, first criteria or condition should be applied. Okay. So first of all, you have to make condition, then your data should be prepared. Why will use advanced filter? To filter my data by on criteria range. If you want to be filter your data on by condition. Okay. I'm going to be sure I'm considering the filter table, serial number. I'll go by the data. If you want to be insert advanced filter, you have to go by the data tab. Click on advanced. Under the advanced, can you see list of groups? Okay. And this list of group, I'll just select the list of group, that is the serial number to country. Okay, just click on okay criteria range. Where is my criteria? Here my criteria range. It is want to be separated. I can click on a copy to another page where I want at that location. I want over here. Okay, click on okay. My data can be previewed. That is an vegetable whichever have sold more than 6,000. That is an France. You can be seen. That is an onion have sold. Tomato have sold. Okay. Like this, you can be read the advanced filter. Selected part should be displayed on my data. You can use this advanced filter. Then I have explained about the subtotal, which is already applied. This I'm going to be hide it. Remove all subtotal. If you want to be assigned subtotal, if you want to be subtotal, your data should be, any one column should be have a unique Q value. Okay, for example, see, has given pin code 101 and pin code 102 and pin code 103. As like this, you want to be segregated your data. Select your value, click on subtotal. The total of the sales or what you want, it can be selected. Click on OK. Automatically, the data will be subtotal. You can see that subtotal of pin code, that is 16,540. Like this, you can be segregated. And if you want to be grouped by the column, for example, I want to Group this column. There is a code and area has to be grouped. If you click on group, it will be grouped. If you want to be hide it, you can click on a plus, it will be hide it. Okay. If you want to get back of it, you can click on ungroup, it will be removed. And if you went with the sparklines, I just explain the sparklines later. That's what header, word, text, object, equations, all has been completed. Till this, is that anyone have a doubt about advanced Excel objects and group subtotal and the link sparklines? Is that anyone have a doubt about the last class and just I given a revision again? Is that anyone have a doubt with this? Thank you. Let's continue. Okay, I think no one has a doubt with the last class. So we'll just continue with, just check, you can practice after I'll give you 10 minutes of break. You can practice about the advanced filter, you may got doubt and subtotal. You need to practice, without practice you won't get any result, okay. So next we'll go by the review tab. Usually we know that Microsoft Excel is in Microsoft Word. So whatever the word I write, if I have a spelling mistake, the grammar sense, so automatically it will be identified. So always if I just did any mistake, for example, write the clock, except clock, I'll just write O, I'll just write a, okay. CLOCK is in spelling. So I did the mistake. If I want to check, I can click on a spelling. So spell check completed. You are good. You can go. In case of St. Clair, it has been changed. For example, computer except T. I'll just write a computer. If I want to check it, you can click on it. Spell check. You'll get a mistakes. Okay, there is a computer. It's in COMPUTR. You can be selected, and if you want to change, you can change it. Okay. If I have a multiple value in the particular sheet, it can be changed on. For example, see, I'll just copy it. I'll paste over here. So I'll paste over here. I'll paste over here. Okay. So if I want to change this all it has to be changed with the computer. I want to find that I don't know the spelling. In case if I got mistake, if I want to be change it, you can go by the F7 spell check. Make a note. F7 is a spell check shortcut key. Okay. So which method you are compare or composer, or you want a computer, which one you want to select it. And if you want to change, you can change it. You can click on a change. Automatically it will change the computer. Just let it be compare only. It should not be a change with the computer. You can click on ignore once. Once you have ignored, it will show you the second word. That is what you have written with the compare. I want to be changed in the composer. Okay, I want to be changed this into the computer. You can be changed. If you don't want, you can skip by the ignore all. If you want to be changed it, you can click on a change all. Okay, I'm going to be click on change all. Click on OK. Okay, whatever you have did the mistake, it will be easily identified. But in your Microsoft, if you have any changes, okay, if you have any spelling mistake, usually it will define by the red underline and the blue underline. Okay, red underline it will display by the spelling mistake. Okay, red underline what it will present. If it's any data which is presenting by the red underline, it is highlighted by the red underline, then it is called as a spelling mistake. If it's any data which is presented, it is underlined by the blue or green. What is it? Blue or green. Okay, it is called as a grammar mistake. Okay, so blue or green, it's grammar mistake, which is only the underline, not a simple word. Okay, which is not an underline, we can't present it as an spelling mistake, but easily we can rectify in a Microsoft Excel. Okay, sorry, Microsoft Word. Just see, I'll just open the Word. If I write any word, automatically it will present. See, if I write computer, except computer, just remove this T. I'll click on enter. Automatically it is highlighted by the and red underline. Same thing if I just did any grammar mistake. The man was sitting on a tree. Instead of if I join any these two words, it automatically define that any grammar mistake or spelling mistake, if it's there, it will automatically highlight it. See, it should not be presented over in this sentence. The da is then highlighted by the blue underline, or it may highlighted by the green, or it may be highlighted by the blue. If it's spelling mistake, it will be highlighted by the red. Okay. If you want to be changed, shortcut key is F7. Once you have clicked on F7, it will be so. See here, you can be identified like this. That is a spell check. Make a note. Spell check shortcut key. Shortcut key F7. Make a note of it, and also make a note of it. Green underline, it is an green and blue underline, it is an grammar mistake. Red underline, it is an spelling mistake. Next, we have a treasure. Okay, treasure. If I select the word computer, if I click on a treasure, it will show how many length number of you have, length of character. What is an word it is, and in which sheet you have, how many sheets it is there. It will all be calculated over in this treasure. I have selected the computer. We click on a treasure. It will treasure will explain the different meanings. For example, I'll cursor over here. I click on a clock. Okay, what is the clock meaning? So if I click on a find a treasure, the different meanings it will be presented. So if I click on it's an timepiece, it's an watch, it's an timer, alarm clock, chronometer, it will be explained. Okay, see, grandfather clock, and if I click on a relationship, it will be explained regulator, timer, device. Is there clock? Different words can be displayed. And a workbook sheet. So if I click on a computer, if I click on a workbook statistics, it will explain. In this computer, it has a G19 cell. End of sheet is in G17. Have used it. G17 cell have used it. The last cell with the data have a 7 character. You can check. Computer have a 7 character. Tables I don't have. I didn't present any formulas. Workbook structure in this sheet 1 I have. Cell 7 range I have a 7. For example, see, if I use any formula over here, I'll use a formula as an upper. If I select this clock, if I convert into the upper. Now if I click on a workbook statistics, it will show that you have used end cell that is in G17. Let me check whether we have written any data in G17. See, in the G17, the data has been ended. Okay, I just click on workbook statistics, cell data which has an 8 character, table 0, format 1, formula have given, number of sheet 1 have inserted, cell with data 8, formula 1. See, if I click on one more sheet, I'll get that is total number of sheet I have inserted the 2. Still right now I didn't inserted any data present. You can see over here. Okay, this isn't data of workbook, this is a worksheet. Okay, you don't make a confusion. If I click on a workbook structure, the down towards it's going to be explained about the workbook. The upper towards is going to be explained how many characters you want in a particular sheet. Present in the sheet, it's unblank, so it's not having any data. You can see that 0, 0, 0. Next, you have a check axis. In check axis, it will explain the default file name. And if I, just check axis, it will define the and default file name. If I click on a smart art, it will take you to the Google. Just see, if I click on a smart lookup, it will take you to the Google. It will explain the horizon clock meaning. You can insert the picture. You can directly refer the meanings from the screen. That there is no need of going further and Google or any Wikipedia. There is no need of going for the searching in other web pages, other application. You can directly select the word. If you click on a smart lookup, it will take you to the and smart lookup. You can select the data. You can copy and you can paste on your screen. Directly you can copy and you can paste your data. Okay, this is a smart lookup. What is smart lookup? It's nothing but you can Google or you can browse any data using of Microsoft Excel. But you must need to be know that whenever you're going to be use a smart lookup, it should need an internet support. Okay. Next. Next we have a translate. Can anyone say what will call clock in Hindi? I want to translate this. Microsoft Excel will support that you can translate your data into different languages. Now I want to translate in Hindi. So can anyone say what will call clock in Hindi? What will say clock in Hindi? I didn't get any answer. What will Ghadi? Good. Now, I want to be inside, instead of this clock, I want to get that clock that is in Ghadi. I just going to be click on a translate and I'm going to be select. It's in Kannada, so it's in Gadiara. If you want to be find in other language, we have multiple languages here. Korean you have, and almost recent all the college students they have addicted with the Korean language. If you want, you can be changed with that. And you have a African, you have a Bengal language, you have a Danish, you have a Hindi. So you can scroll down, you can find other language also. Our Kannada, I can select the Kannada, I can insert that Kannada, or if I want Hindi, as a national language, we'll go by the inserting of Hindi. I select the Hindi. If I click on insert, instead of this clock will be converted in the Ghadi. Can you see? Or if I want to translate this lengthy kind of data, there is an clock combines all of the functionality. This lengthy of word have to be translated. How you can translate? You can select that particular para. You can click on a insert tab. Translate. In a translate, you need to select which format I want. I just select the Kannada right now. I can select the Kannada, so it has been explained. You can click on a insert. Just scroll down, click on insert. Now you can read it. So ಗಡಿಯಾರವು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಗತ್ಯವಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಾತ್ಮಕತೆಯನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಸರಳ ಸುಂದರ just it's going to be translate. Okay, the data can be translated easily. Okay, still this anyone have a doubt? Spell check, treasure, word count check, translate. You can translate any languages. Telugu, Tamil, all my South Indian languages, North Indian languages has been provided over there. You can be check it. Okay, but it also need an internet support. This check access, smart lookup, and translate. All this need an internet support. You may know that. Then we know that if I want to insert any command box, for example, this Ghadi. So someone they don't get that words and Ghadi. If I want to explain in some command box, you can be explained by the command box. You can click on new command or you can click on Shift F2. So if you click on Shift F2, you can present the meaning. For example, it says clock. So once you click out, it will be removed. Once you have clicked cursor on the particular cell, it will be highlighted. Or for example, it's an explanation of the clock. If I want to write, you can click on a insert command, or other shortcut you can insert. To insert commands, insert shortcut key, Shift plus F2. Make a note of this. To insert the commands in a cell, you can click on Shift F2. If you want to be delete, if you want to preview, you can click on a preview. If you click on next, it will show the next one. Or if I click on computer, I'll just add a new command. I'll just write something. If I want to preview, if I click on a preview, it will be highlighted. If I click on a next, it's going to be show. If you want to hide it, you can be hide it. If you want to show all, you can click on a show all. If you want to delete, select the particular command cell, click on a delete. Automatically the cell command what you have highlighted will be deleted. Okay. Next you have a allow editing range. So protect the sheet we have completed. Protect the workbook also we have completed. And allow editing range we need to explain. But I won't do this one in this class. I'll just explain by the 17th session. That is an overall workbook I'm going to be repeated. When I'm going to be explained, I'm going to be explained about the protection of the workbook, protection of the sheet, protection of the cell, and particular range, allow editing range, and unshare the workbook, open read only mode, protection, structure protection, all these different kind of protections we have. I'm going to be explained on that session. Okay. So right now we don't want. Let me go by the view tab. Okay. In this view tab, we have a different kind of views. It's a normal view, page break view, page view, and customized view. Right now, I'm going to be explain normal cell that you can be edit anything, you can be add anything. That is a normal view. Whichever days we have explained, it is we have went with the normal view. If I went with the page break view, it will explain the kind of how many page you have written your data. For example, you have written your data, there is only one page. This content can be accepted, or you can sync it. So how you want to be aligned in your page, you can be sync it. Okay. You click on Control P, you can find only that particular area. You can align the page break preview. Means, so if you don't want this computer area, you can be sync it till clock. I want it. If I click on Control P, you can find only that much of area can be printed. That is a page break view. Next. If I went with the page level view, in a page level view, you can view that header and footer. Okay, you can view header and footer. Once you cursor in a header and footer, you get a design tab. Under the design tab, you can be activated. Page numbers you want, book numbers you want, you can be activated. See, for example, page number you have, page current date if you want, or in a footer if you want current time, you can be inserted. File names. Sheet name, if you want to be insert, you can insert the sheet name. And if you want to insert the picture, you can be inserted picture either offline or the online. You can be inserted the picture. And go to footer. If you want to go with a footer, if you click on a footer, you can be inserted footer. I want to be insert the and current date. Okay. And then if I click on, double click on. If you don't want in any first sheet, if you don't want to present any footer, you can be deactivate. For example, see, I just double tap on it. I don't want to display in a first page, different for first page. If I click on a different for first page, the footer and header, it won't be activated in the first page, only it will be activated in the second page. When you're going to be print your data, the first page should be a cover page. Okay. So first page, when you're going to be present any cover page, it should not having any header and footer. So if you want to be skip with the first page, you can go by the design tab. Once you have click on a header and footer, this design tab will be open. You can be activated that first page for everyone. If you want, you can be activated, or if you don't want, you can be click out as it is. If you want to be odd and even, so that table, that then sheet name, or if you want what you have assigned with a sheet number, if you don't want that is an odd and even page, you can skip over here. Okay, that is the design tab. Let me come out of this. Once you have click on a normal, it will come out. So where you get in a view, if you click on a page the view, it will be activated. So 1 second, I'll just go by the again with the advanced filter. Right now I have activated the advanced consolidation. Oh no, once again, I'll go by the consolidation sheet. So I have joined all the data in a statistics. Okay, imagine I have joined all the data in a statistics. So I don't want to display this March, Feb, and Jan sheet. So I want to be hide it. Okay. Once you, if you don't want to hide, you can customize it. You can go by the view. You can go by the view, or you can hide. Click on hide. You can click on hide. You can click on hide. If you want to get back of that workbook, you can get. But in a normal workbook, cannot already which have used it cannot be activated. Only in a plain you can be activated. See, I'm going to be I hide this sheet. That is, and I'm going to be add sub sheet. If I want to be hide, so you can click on this. You can click on a customize, add, give a name of the file, that is an web sheet. I'm going to be added. Okay, once I have added, if you want to hide the sheet, okay, rather than unhide, you can click on a customize show. You can select the workbook. You can click on a show. The data will be reviewed. You can see customizing. You're going to be select a particular sheet. If you don't want, which is cannot be hidden, which is cannot be, which is an hidden, or which is cannot be deleted, can be customized like this. Okay, so I just click on a sheet 2. I'm going to be customize this sheet. I just going to be the add. I'm going to be give a name, that is a sheet 2. Let me say just a second. Sheet 2. Click on add and hide it. Right click on hide. If you want to get back of it, click on a customize. See, whichever you have added, even though it has been opened, it's going to be sure the data, the sheet has been customized. So like this, you can customize your sheet. Number of sheet, a number of sheet. You know that a number of sheet means what? How many sheet can be inserted totally? The total sheets, whichever you don't want, you can be hidden by the customized view. Okay. So take a 10 minutes of break. Oh, sorry, 5 minutes of break. I'll just continue by the Zoom and show. And we have a phrase, very interested concept. Please will do. And macros, the very important concept, macros. Just discuss this concept. Just take a 5 minutes of break. Okay, we'll continue. Okay. So we can customize the number of sheets, whatever you want, we can be customized and we can show it. Okay. Then we have a show button. We are going to be well, we are going to be write any data. If I don't want the grid lines, I can unactivate. Okay. After you are completing your data entry, you can be hide the grid line, or if you want, you can be activated. As it is formula bar, if you don't want, you can be hide it. As it is heading, there is an row and column header. If you don't want, you can be hide it. So like this, you can be hide when you're going to be completing it. Okay. Then we have a zoom. If you want to be zoom your data, means if you want to zoom your screen, you can click on a whichever, for example, 75%. I want to be zoom it. I can zoom it 75. If you want to be fit with the 100, you can be fit. If you click on a zoom section according to your window, it will be zoom large. Okay. Either you can use the zoom, or you can use a down towards. You have a zoom bar, you can click on a zoom bar. Or if you don't, if you want other method, you can click on control, scroll up and scroll down. Control, scroll up and scroll down to zoom. Next, you have a arrange window. Okay. So in this arrange window, whatever you have activated the Microsoft Excel, if you want to be arrange it, okay. If you click on arrange all, it will be arranged by the horizontal way or in a vertical way. See, I have a consolidation one sheet, and I have a one more sheet that is an book. I'll just open one more. I'll just come to the normal screen, arrange normally. I'll just minimize this. I'll minimize the workbook one. I'll just open a text function. I'll open the advanced filter workbook also. And I want to be open the consolidation. All together, I want to be analyzed now. Means consolidation sheet text workbook I want to be analyzed. From the other sheet, which is an sheet of advanced filter, I want to be analyzed the and subtotal. Together, I want to be analyzed in a single window. Okay. Usually, we can see that budget of 2020, budget of 2021 will be analyzed by in a different sheet in a one window. If you want to analyze like this, you can go by the view tab. You can click on arrange all. You can click on which method you want, either the vertical, either the cascade, either the title. Okay. So I'll just select a title. I'll click on OK. Now you can see one sheet which is an one workbook which is in your right towards, other workbook in your left towards. So other thing, there's a sheet of book for book one is in other sheet. So I want to be analyze this. I want to go with the advanced filter. In this sheet, I want to be analyzed with the text and column. You can be analyzed it. Okay, you can compare the data, or if you want to be analyzed, you can analyze how many sheets you want, how many workbook you want. You want to be analyze it. You can easily analyze, and you can rearrange it according to your preview. You can be rearranged. So I can be analyzed January sheet consolidation. I want to be analyzed, or like this. Either you can use this method, or you can do by the one more method. For example, I'll open the consolidation on the same workbook. What I've given the January, February, March sheet data, I want to preview it. But how I can preview at the time? All the sheet data I want to be analyzed by the one time. How I can analyze? Just you can click on a view, click on a new window. So right now I have a two workbook. There is an text workbook I don't want. I'll delete it. Right now I have a one workbook. It is an consolidation. I will select the three now. If I click on a new window, same workbook, I'll get a one more copy. You can see here, consolidation one, consolidation two. If I click on a one more time, view, if I click on a new window, I'll get a one more workbook. That is an consolidation one, consolidation two, consolidation three. Now I want to analyze the 3 month data. So I'll just select view. Under that, I'll select the arrange by the vertical. I just click on OK. Now vertical form of I can view, but different month I want to be analyzed. You can go by the sheet change. First one is January month, second is in Feb month, third is in March month. It can be changed and it can be analyzed. Now you can be analyzed and you can be transferred. If you want to copy, you can be edit in this mode also. If you want to be edit anything, you can be edited. Or if you want to be copy to other sheet, you can be copied. This is called as an arrange the window. On the by the one screen, you can take a multiple Microsoft Excel workbook or the same workbook if you want to be analyzed with a different sheet, you can be selected. But whenever it's going to be analyzed or if you want to arrange it, you have to select or you want to see what I'm going to be analyzed. Either the workbook, either the sheet, same from the workbook or from the other workbook. So if you're going to be analyzed with other workbook, you need to select a multiple workbook. Means at least a two workbook should be there. Okay. If you want to be analyzed the same workbook, you want to analyze with other sheets, you have to click on a window. You have to click on analyze the window. Okay. So new window you need to click. Okay. Or if you want to view by slide, which slide you want, it will be presented. Okay. Then you want to synchronize or you want to reset your window, it will be resetted. So it is a new window. I'll just repeat it again. You may got confused with it. So you can be analyzed with a multiple workbook or multiple sheets. So here you can see I have a workbook of advanced filter, workbook of consolidation and workbook of functions. Doesn't text functions I have. I'll just open all the workbooks. By the one click, I'll open it. So 3, 4, I got it. I can be rearrange it. Or if you want to be arranged by the normally, you can go by the view, arrange slide by slide. You can be arranged slide by slide or you can be aligned normally. Okay. So if you want to be view now in a vertical format, you can be click on a arrange or vertical format you want, you can click on a vertical format or cascade format you want to be. And in cascade format, you can be align it properly. It will allow you to align it. I want the top should be on top only. As an advanced filter should be in a top. Text to column workbook in on the right towards. Consolidation at the left towards. From my side, text function is in left towards. Consolidation is in right towards. Now I can easily analyze whichever workbook I want. I can be selected. I can be analyzed. Like this, you can be compare your workbook or worksheet. Same workbook, if you worksheet you want, what you have to do is to go by the view and to click on new window. If you click on new window, same workbook, you'll get a multiple times. Okay, and you have a freeze. Just a second, I'll just close all the things. All the workbook I have closed it. I'll open a new workbook. I want to freeze the top row, top column. So I'll just select the new workbook. I'll click on a new sheet. Now I have a new sheet. For the process of and freeze your column, you must have a data and logs data, which is a number of columns, n number of columns, n number of rows data you need. For that, I'll arrange the data. There is a given name of the student, and let me write a marks 1, marks 2, marks 3, marks 4. Or you can drag and drop it. Imagine I have a 7 subjects. Five, 1, 2. So here I didn't give a proper. Just a second. I just click on a name. I'll give a name of the student. There is an, for example, Gagana. I'll select the Gagana and drop. I'll drag cursor the whole button and I'll drag and drop it. So here I have aligned it and huge data, huge sheet data you can see. It's then marks 1, marks 2. Now, if I scroll down, see, if I scroll down, can you know that now in the heading I have presented as a marks 1, marks 2, marks 3 data of Gagana, it's then 65. If I scroll down, can analyze this 638 is in which subject? Is that Kannada or is that marks 3 or marks? It can't be analyzed. So if you click on freeze, if you freeze the panel of the particular row, it should not be a mover. You can freeze it. For example, see, I have selected there is a heading, row heading I have selected. I click on a freeze the pan. Now, see if I scroll down, sorry, unfreeze it. Select the heading. I click on a freeze the row. Now see if I scroll down, that marks 1, marks 2, marks 3 is in same there. If I scroll down, the value is going to be scrolling. So means when you have a large data, if that heading or any column's name should not be moved, it has to be freezed. You can go by this freeze. Once you have freezed, if you want to get back of it, you can click on unfreeze. If you scroll down, the heading will be scrolled. Now, this same as it is, the column towards, if you are scrolled towards a row level, the column, it should not be freezed. You can select that particular column, click on a freeze, click on a first column. And now move towards your right towards, now see, the beginning of the column is not going to be moving. Okay, this is called as a freeze the pan. Okay, if you click cursor on the beginning, if you click on a freeze the total pan, I just click on unfreeze. And if I cursor on the beginning, if I click on a freeze the pan, overall towards the middle towards, it's going to be unfreeze it. Or you want at the different angle, for example, I want to be split from the subject of 8. Okay, if I click on a split, I click on split. Here from the sheet 8, I want to be splitted. Now see. So I want to analyze other side from the sheet 1 or marks 1, marks 2, marks 3. I want to be analyzed as it is from the right towards also I need to be analyzed. See. So sheet view and review tab for only for the previewing or by editing or by analyzing, that's it. So here you cannot be and do any, can't really do any functions over here. Okay, view and review both are analyzing. Can you see this is a freeze pan? If you don't want, Cursor over there, click on a view, click on a split button. Either you can make it and segregations of 4 parts you can be segregated. See, you can analyze the top towards also, you can analyze the down towards also, right towards also, left towards also. You can be split your same screen now 4 or 3 angle or 2 angle. So if I click on unsplit, you can be unsplitted. If you click on a hide, overall sheet and the workbook all will be hidden. So not only the sheet, overall workbook can be hidden. If you click on a highlight, click on a workbook, it will be normally, you can be preview. So I have just explained the switch windows, synchronizing and reset windows. Now let me go by the watch window. So if I click on a new window, I'll get a 2 workbook. That is a workbook of book 1, book 2. Same if you want preview it. Okay. Then if I want to go by the workbook 1, you can go by the workbook 1. If you want to go by the workbook 2, you can go by the workbook 2. The basic last concept is a macro. It's very interesting. Have told you in the beginning only, in the first sessions only, I have explained you. It is that we have a 3 kinds of Excel. One is an normal basic Excel, one more is an advanced Excel, and one more is an VBA. It's a Visual Basic Application. That VBA can be run by the and macro. Okay. So VBA is nothing but programming. What is programming? Set of codes. So if you want to be write any data and kind of permanently you want to be use that data, you can use by the macro with the VBA. I just show you. First, I'll show you what is a macro, how to use this, and at the end of the session, I'll just show you the different types of VBA. It's an relative macro, absolute macro. Those all I'll just explain you. Okay. Let me come to the macro. What is macro? It's nothing but recording. What is recording? The data, whatever you're going to be filling, it's going to be recorded. Okay. So how we'll record the audio, video, the same thing in a cell. What you will write the data, it can be recorded through macro. So you can see, check to view, record or pause the macro. So click on macro, click on record macro. So which is already I have created, click on view, and it's not, I didn't have any data present. I'll just go by the first. Because then in the beginning, I'll just click on a macro, record the macro. Okay, so you can see that macro 1 is there, or you can change it. Student list, I'll write it. Okay. So if you want to be run that, you can use the shortcut key control. We know that all the control keys already we have used. So I just use control shift plus O. Okay, if I use control plus shift plus O, whatever I'm going to be write the data, I should get it. Okay, that is a shortcut key. That whatever I'm going to be record the data, if I click on this shortcut key, I should get it. Okay, and macro in this recorded in this sheet only. If you want to be described anything, you can give a definition. That is an this macro is in student marks list. You can write any definition. If you click on OK, that macro will be started. The syntax of the name isn't correct. So you should not give any space. Click on OK. Now it's going to be recording. How? You can see here, it's has been click on stop it. Okay. I'll click on over here. I'll write the name of the student. I'll write you people names. Name of the ST. For example, student of Abhinav. Name of Chetan. Chetana, sorry. Dheeraj. It's going to be record what I'm going to be fill in particular cell. It's going to be recording. Divakar. Kanisha, Kiran. So enough. Few story name I have written it. If I want to stop it, I have to go by the macro, click on the stop record. Okay. Now I'm going to be minimize this. Just going to be close this. I'm selecting a text function textbook where I have written in a new sheet. That is in book one I have written it. So I'm going to the new sheet. Whatever I have created in the book one, I want to be presented over here. What shortcut you have used? I have used Control plus Shift plus O. If I click on Control plus Shift plus O, what I have created the sheet data, that is in sheet book of one, what I have written, the same data you can view by here in the sheet of textbook. See, either you can go by this, or I'm going to be add a new sheet. It's in sheet 11. Either you can click on a Control Shift O, or in case of you may forgotten the shortcut key, how I can run my data, how I can run my recorded, you can go by the view. You can click on a macros, you can see the view macro. Click on a view macro. Under that, you can see that I've created in the sheet book one. That is in student list I have created. If you click on a run, so that you can view the number of list what you have created in a book one, and you can use and multiple times. Once you have recorded this data, you can view and multiple times you can be user. Means regular kind of any data if you are using, you can create like this. So macro is nothing but recording. Is that anyone have a doubt with this? I have created, or one more time if I want to show it. We have understood, or one more time if I want to show. You can make a note, shortcut key for macro, Alt F8. That anyone have a doubt with macro? 1 second. Okay. Just 2 minutes. Take a coffee break. Hello. Sorry, it's an emergency call. I have muted. So I'm going to be assigned the macro name, that is an BSC. I'm going to be give a macro shortcut key. If I use that shortcut key, whatever I'm going to be create a data, I should get back of it. Okay, I'm going to be use shortcut key as a control plus shift plus W. I'm going to be used. Okay, so if you want to give any description, you can give it. Click on OK. Now the macro is going to be recorded. So I'm going to be type over here. There is a name of student name. There is an, if I write some brand names, I'll create name, brand name like an Vivo, Oppo, Redmi, and some OnePlus. Enough. Okay. I want to save this. So how I can save? To go by the macro, click on a stop recording. Once you click on a stop recording, it's going to be stop it. So same thing you want to be in other workbook. So you can go by the consolidation, other whatever the new workbook, you can be go with it. Click on a new sheet. Now I want to run over. If I cursor on the I4, I3, where have created in a A1 cell have created that recording. So if I cursor on I3 also, if I click on a run that command, or if you use the shortcut key Control plus Shift plus W have used it will be assigned in a beginning only. You can see here there is a macro. So same thing, I think you have got it. Macro is nothing but recording whatever is going to be recording in other workbook or other sheet. So if you want to use this regularly, you can record this data using of macro. So in this macro, you can, if you want to run them, I'll go by the add new sheet. If you want to run over here, you can use shortcut key Control plus Shift plus W. So once you have assigned it, when you're going to be recording, when you're going to be give a setting, only have to give on the shortcut key. Okay. So now I'm going to click on a macro. I'm going to click on a view macro. There is a which view. There is an DSC. If you click on a run, you can view that. Or I want to add a one more over here. So how I can add? You need to go by the again editing. Okay. If you want to go with editing, select that macro. Click on editing. Once you have click on editing, it will be defined by the what is it? Programming kind. This is a program. This is a Visual Basic for application. You're going to be create your data through program. So when you're going to be start your macro, it should when you're going to be start your data, it should be recorded like this. Sub, it will be ended by end sub. So this is a range. Range is cell number of A1. It is selected and active cell is a formula. Whatever I'm going to write the data, it has to be displayed like this. Name, Vivo. Now I'm going to be add one plus. Redmi, Vivo, Oppo. I need to add a one more brand. If I want to add a one more brand, I just select the same thing. See, Active Cell. Active Cell. There's a program. It's a Visual Basic application. If you want to create any data through program, you need to use this program. It is an Active Cell. It's an command com dot format formula of RC1. I just click on a tab formula. I don't want this to, I'll edit it. In a formula, what do you want to create it? What do you want to create? That is a double quote. That is a string, right? You have to write by double quote. I want a Tata. It's a brand. Imagine it's also a brand. I click on N where it has to be there. I want to give a range. So if you want to write the data in a cell, or if you want to write the range, you want to write this command. That is a what is a command? It is an active cell dot formula R1 C1 is a program, and now I'm going to be give a range. There is a range of within a double quotes. That is a range of V4. It's a V3, right? So I'm going to be present V4. I want the range, or I want the A4. In a A4, I should get this Tata brand. So close the bracket, comma, close the bracket, comma, selection. Click on run. See, still you won't get the data. Tata band, it's there, it's not. So if you want to get, you click on a run. So once you click on a run, you can see now Tata which has been assigned. Okay, this is a VBA. It's a Visual Basic for Application. So just go by the book one. Here also I need to be refreshed. So once you have refreshed, it is you can be viewed. See, this is called as a Visual Basic for Application. So usually some of the business or some of the office, they'll use the VBA much for the creating of their employee names or employee logins, logout. They'll use the VBA more process. Okay. So still this macros. So don't ask a VBA. I just showed you that how the Visual Basic application will be worked. So we have a different kind of VBA that you can create a one link. You can, if you click on that link, some student list will be highlighted. If you click on some text box, you can select it anything. So like that, we have a different kind of macros, but don't have that. We have a visual, that's why we have only the advanced Excel. So if you know the programming, you can be easily write that Visual Basic. Okay. So now it's still over here. Is that anyone have a doubt about the view and review tab? I'll just wait for the few seconds. If you have any doubts in the view and review tab, you can check by the chat box. About the macro, about the view, treasure, commands, this protection I'll just show you by the next class. Okay, next or other next class. Workbook preview. About the macro, freeze the pan. Is that anyone have a doubt? No doubts. Okay, so till this macro is a last concept. We have a relative macro and other macro. Just we'll discuss this in when we are doing the advanced Excel. Then last 5 sessions we have on the next week, other next week, and then this week Wednesday We have a 3 classes. Sorry, other 5 classes we have. We'll just please all the student has to be cooperate. Other 5 classes will wind our Excel session. Okay. So now I'll just come by the beginning. Just refresh it. I'll just go by the file tab. Sorry, is that? Okay, I'll go by the file tab. First of all, I'll just explain the screen. That is on ribbons. If you want to hide the ribbons, you can be hide it. If you want to be get back of it, you can click on the show tabs and commands. If you went with the quick access toolbar, you have a number of commands you have. Whichever the commands you want, you can be selected, you can be activated easily. Or you can right click on that particular sheet tab, you can click on a customize the ribbon. You can select any one of it. Center alignment, click on add. You can click on OK. Automatically, you can see on the quick access toolbar. Next, you'll be having a file which includes of home, view, save as. Home, you can view the recent usage and the templates. If you went with the new, you can view only the templates. If you go by the open, you can view that all the data, which is an Excel format of data which you have saved in other drives, you can be presented over here. Info is nothing but protections, and I need to explain the check access, manage workbook, and browse options. These all the things will be done by the next class. Next, save as. Difference between save and save as. We can save the document or workbook at one time. If you want to be save the data, same thing in a different places or different drives, you can go by the save as. Print, if I want to give a print, you can give it a particular sheet or foliated and foliated form. Page size, you can be selected. Share, you can mail the data easily. Export, you can convert your data, Excel workbook into the PDF format. Why will you use the PDF format? Nobody has to be changed, or nobody has to be whatever the data I have created, it has to be reached same thing to other one. You can go by the create by the PDF format. So if you went with the more, you will be having options in this. After explain the general briefly and advanced, save, proofing, all the things we have to explain, then we'll discuss in an advanced concept. Next, let me come to the home tab. Under that, I have explained that paste special, that is an paste as an transpose, paste as an value, paste as an horizontal to vertical, without formula, like that. We have a different kind of formulas. And you have a cut, copy, format painter. What is a format painter? To format painter to whatever the format I have selected for the first or other cell, you want to copy the same thing to other sheet, other cell. So you can click on a format painter, you can be applied for the other cells. Okay, it is a format painter, means copying the formatting for the other plain text. Next, you have a bold, italic, underline to make an bold of my text. Italic and underline, you have only the two kinds of underline, that is a double underline. This is style, you can change the style of your text, and you have a size, that is a size of 20, size of 30. You can change the size, large size is 72. And you have a border, you can give a border for your cells. You can see once you have applied the formatting, you can't view the and border. So if you want to assign the border, you can go by the borders. Either right top only in a center or only in the out part, you can be selected. I have selected right now all border. So this is a backside highlighter, this is a text color, and this is an increasing of font, decreasing of font. And one more you have, that is an alignment, center, right, left towards. And you have a position, that is an orientation you have. This is I have explained you that is an two types of orientations we have. There is a text orientation and page orientation. Let me select name, click on orientation, that is an I want a down orientation, I can select it, or normal, click on if you want to get back of normal, and click on alignment, select it a normal way, click on OK, 0 degree, click on OK. Next, you have a back text, means in a particular cell, if you have any lengthy kind, lengthy text you have it has to be filled in a one single cell, you can click on a back text. Or if you want, if you have any heading, if you want to be merged into the two cells or three cells, you can click on a merge in center automatically, which has been merged. Then you have a numbering. Under the numbering, you have a general, number, currency, accounting. You have a long text, and I have also explained about the customizing. So you can use this all the things. Then condition formatting. Under the condition formatting, we have a greater than, lesser than, between, and text that contain a duplicate value you have, you can be align it. Means we know that if I have a set of number of values, if you want to find, if you want to be highlighted, it's a lesser than or greater than or between. Same as it is top 10, you want to be highlighted, top bottom, bottom 10, 5 you want to be highlighted, you can be highlighted. Same as it is what you're going to be highlighted by the individual color, this data bar will be explained by the bar graphs. Okay. Then you have a color scale. According to the color, it will be highlighted. Next, icon set. According to your conditions, you can be changed the, that is, and what you have a value can be presented by the icons. Then you have a format cell. What you have a plain data that can be formatted by the table form of with the different colors. Okay. Then you have a insert, sheet, insert column, insert formats you have, you can be inserted. Next, auto sum, it's nothing but we have a total, if you have a some numeric value, franc of second, if you want to be total, you can use this auto sum. It is a shortcut key, we know that all equals to is a shortcut key for auto sum. As it is, we have a fill towards down towards, fill towards right towards, if you want to fill, you can be fill it. Series, so what you have selected the value, if you want to be filled by the series, you can be select the line, click on a fill. If you click on a series, automatically which will be filled. Okay. Then we have a justify. It is nothing but if you have a two value in a one cell, the two value have to be splitted in a different cell. You can go by the cell. Fill, you can click on a justify, it will be splitted. Okay, for 1 second. If you want to be split into the different cell, you can click on a justify. Automatically the data will be split into next cell. Then you have a flash fill. If you have a two columns of data, it has to be joined in a single cell. 1 second. If you have so I'll add this two data in a two column data in a one column data. Same, it has to be filled. You can click on a flash fill, Control E. Some have done the mistake, so I didn't get the proper answer. Don't worry. Okay, this is flash fill. So you can join the two columns data in the one column. Then you have a clear, to clear the columns or to clear the and formatting, you can clear it. If you want only the data, you can be clear it. Or if you want to be clear only the data without formatting, you can clear it. Next, we have a fill, sorting. So sorting is nothing but assigning the data in ascending to descending order, or you have a filter to hide any data. Then you have an insert. In insert, you will be having a pivot table. Pivot table is nothing but what? It's nothing but analyzing the huge complex data into the simplified manner. And we have a recommended pivot table. Pivot table, we need to align where the row should be there, where the column should be there, and what value should be aligned. But in a recommended pivot table, which is already prepared form of columns, data will be presented. Next, illustrator, you can be add a pictures, shapes you can be added, smart art, a screenshot where can be given. Get add-ins, you get a different kind of applications over here. Okay. For example, you'll be having a kind of like an Microsoft View, modern charts you will be having. You can be inserted any charts over here, or if you want to be analyzed any other kind of graphics, you can be presented over here. Okay, like if like in same like in phone, you can be present any apps. Then charts, we have a number of charts. We have like in column, line charts, bar charts. So next after that, I didn't explain the 3D column. I will discuss in other 5 sessions. And we have a sparkline. Single cell chart will be called as a sparkline. If you insert the pivot table, for analyzing the pivot table, you have a slicer and timeline. Link can be presented as an images can be given as an link, or web page, or like in files, folders can be given as a link. Next, you have a text. There is a text box can be given, header and footer, word or signature object can be given. In a page layout, we have a themes. Themes can be presented only when I have a backside highlighter. So once you have backside highlighter can be presented, the themes color will be changed. Okay. Okay. Next, you have a margins. In a margins, you have a like an normal. We'll be having usual normal of 0.07, 0.1. If you want to be extend the margins of header and footer, all the other right towards left towards margins, you can change it. And we know that our Excel will be printed by the portrait level. If you want in a landscape, means my data itself vertically, horizontally have a huge data. So if you want to be printed by the horizontally, you have to select by the landscape. If you want to select by the vertical, you can select by the portrait level. Okay. Then size, okay. Then if I went with the formulas, we have a different kind of formula like that: mathematical, statistical, logical, text, date and time, and lookup functions. If you click on a more functions, you will be having the static, engineer, and information functions. Like this, we have a different kind of functions. So in all this, we have did some of the few. If you click on see, if you click on a text functions, we have a even though n number of functions. For example, we have just did char, code concurrented, dollar, exact I didn't work with, find, left, right. We didn't fix it, work with a fixed and numbered. We didn't did. Means whichever the formulas will use regularly. That much have explained you. And if you come to the name management, if you want to be what you have calculated, it should not be, or what you calculate the data, it should not be presented by the cell address. If you want to be defined by the and cell header, so you can go by the name management. And what you have calculated, if you want to be defined by the tracing, that is an hierarchy, it will be presented by the trace dependent and trace precedent. And same as it is, if you went with the check error, you have a different kind of check error. I'll just show you by the next session. And calculator and manual calculator you have, automatic calculator you have. Once you have activated the manual calculator, whatever you're going to be calculate, it won't be activated. Once you have clicked on a manual, or if you once you have clicked on automatic, the data will be calculated in an overall sheet, or particular workbook can be activated. And data tab, queries identity, connections will do it by the advanced concept. And you have a sorting in ascending format and descending format. Advanced filter, what is an advanced filter? Analyzing your data by the filtering. By the filter format, you can be assigned by the advanced filter. Text to column, converting your huge data into the text. If you have a text, if you want to convert to the column, you can go by. And you have a remove duplicates. If its value, if I have pasted with the multiple times, it has been duplicated. If you want to be removed, you can go by it. Data validation is nothing but and condition according to your message or your error. So if you want to be give a message, or if you want to give a and limited of amounts, if you want to be present, you can go by the data validation. Consolidation, several sheet data joining into the one cell. And what if analysis, target basis. In a what if analysis, you'll be having a 3 kinds: scenario management, goal seek, data table. Goal seek, if you have a value, what will be the target? If you want to find, you can go by that goal seek. Data table, if you have a one value, if I selected the multiple, what will be the target of me? If I want to find, I can go by the data table. Scenario management, if I want to be switched with the multiple tables, you can go by the scenario management. And we have explained about the groups, ungroups, subtotal. Then I have explained you about the reviews. So I have to do in this protection, in a data tab, relationship, and this and queries, and get the external data, And insert tab, I have to explain the 3D maps. This are the advanced level, and also we have a different kind of formulas I need to be explained till now. So macros under the relative reference I need to be explained. So with that shortcut key from A to Z I need to explain. I will explain the advanced level, and rather than this we have other concept like an in more commands. If I went with the all commands, we have a pixels, we have a forms. I need to explain those all the things. We'll see by in a advanced level. Enough today. So we'll wind the session. Just wait a few seconds. I'll just take attendance. Just a second. I'm going to be take your attendance. Please wait for a few minutes. If you have doubt, you can unmute yourself and you can ask your doubts. Okay. Uh, Thank you. We'll wind the session.